for the Keep the Beat program in general, for the 2-week program. We have daily events and workshops for you guys, all focused around improving your heart health. So today's is going to be focused on managing stress. And we have the awesome Angela Hardin, to bring you an amazing workshop on, learning what is stress and how can we better manage it, because that is a large issue for everyone and it affects everything in our life, including our overall physical and mental health. So, Angela, with that, just a reminder, everyone, I am going to be in the chat. If you have any questions that pop in, feel free to just shoot those into the chat and I will let Angela know if we need to pause or we'll wait till the end, like she said. But yeah, go ahead. Let's take it away, Angela.
Cool, cool. Hi, guys. Some of you guys I know, some of I don't. If I sound funny, it's because I am hearing a major feedback loop.
Yeah, we can hear you an echo.
Y'all hear the echo too?
Oh, that sounded better.
That's much better. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. We got it fixed. We don't know what it was, but we got it fixed. Okay, so you don't have to worry about me pausing too much. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to manage stress. My name is Angela Hardin. I'm a licensed professional counselor and board-approved supervisor. I am also y'all's on-site EAP. Right now, I'm the only one. We are working on getting another one hired, but right now, it's all me. So, there we go. So, a stressor is a stimulus. It's an outside stimulus. It's something that happens to you, something that you see, something that you experience. It's not always something that you have control over. Stress is actually your response to that stimulus, how you react to it. So, stress is neutral. Your physiological response to stress is neutral. It's natural. We kind of determine whether stress is good or whether it's bad. So positive stress provides the pressure that can sometimes help some people concentrate and perform better and more efficiently. If you can relax your mind and your body once that stress reaction is done, once it's not necessary anymore, once you've met that challenge, then you're coping well with those stressors in your life. And negative stress, on the other hand, happens when your mind and body stay geared up in that kind of overdrive situation, and there's no period of relaxation between one stressor or crisis and another. So if your stress has become a way of life and you're not managing it well, you can learn better ways to cope. Sources of stress. Pretty much every moment of your life can be a source of stress, whether it be work, home, paying bills, family, even something as basic as having a hard time falling asleep or not getting enough sleep can in and of itself be a source of stress. But coping is key. Life is full of changes, conflicts, and demands. Many people are unaware of how much stress they are really actually under and the sources of that stress. Fortunately, stress isn't, again, necessarily bad. Whether it's positive or negative depends on how we manage and react to it. Again, failure to cope with stress can cause anxiety, depression, and eventually can damage our health. Here's some myths. And reading through this, when I was going through this presentation, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I deal with some of those. I think we all do. The first one is, I must never fail. In our society, failing sometimes to us means, we're not good enough. We didn't work hard enough, but that's really not true. Everybody fails sometimes, and we have to really recognize that. The next one is, I must never get angry. Well, anger is a normal emotion. Getting angry is normal. It's how you act upon it that can be positive or negative. I must never look foolish. Really? We all look silly. And it's very healthy to be able to laugh at ourselves. I must always play it safe. Sometimes you have to take some risks, whether it be, walking up to somebody that you're interested in dating and asking them out. You may get turned down, but you may not. You never know until you try. To going out and looking for a new job or asking for a raise. Playing it safe is not necessarily really that safe. I must work hard at all times. No, being lazy is very important. Not all the time, but it is very important to have lazy time. I must never make a mistake. How are you going to learn if you don't make mistakes? So accepting certain realities, life's not fair. It's just not. Um, Rush hour traffic, it's going to be slow. We all know around here that, 3:30 on Fridays, it's 5 o'clock traffic until 7. We know that. So why get stressed out? Why let that have any effect on our day? Just get used to the fact that rush hour traffic is slow. We can't have everything. It just doesn't happen. We can't please everyone, nor should we. Sometimes there are people in your life that pleasing them is going to be really unhealthy for you to worry about trying to do. Things won't always go your way. Just doesn't happen that way. And some people will just never understand. They'll never understand what you want them to understand. They'll never understand, certain things in the world. They just will sometimes never understand. And these are realities that accepting just these realities will help lower your stress level. So again, stress is natural. We cannot avoid it. It's going to happen. Stress can be managed and it can be used for growth. But it also can threaten our health if it's not managed. Stress is just a basic physiological, I can't even say the word, opposite of relaxation. It comes from positive and negative stressors, and it affects us physiologically, emotionally, and mentally. So our bodies have this really specific reaction to a stressor. It's not anything we can control. It's part of our heredity. When our ancestors were cavemen, this fight or flight saved their lives. Our bodies don't know the difference. They don't understand that, tripping and falling or getting accidentally scared or just feeling frustrated is not a life or death situation. We have to cognitively kind of work through that because our bodies don't understand that. Because this is a physiological response. It's a biological trigger within our bodies. This trigger can increase your heart and your breathing rate. It can raise your blood pressure. It can cause you to start sweating. It can cause muscle tension. You see the people that are stressed or angry or frustrated and their shoulders look tight and their hands are in fists and things like that. It also causes your body to secrete stimulatory hormones that get you ready to either fight or run. One of the things that, and this is kind of funny, kind of not, but I always like to, kind of give this information. When you are in a serious fight or flight and you need to run, did you know that your bowels will kick everything out? All your poo, all your potty, it all goes. Because your body, and this is an instinct, this is not a choice, you can run faster if you weigh less. I always thought that was kind of an interesting thing. They don't really talk about that when they talk about fight or flight, but it is definitely something that can happen. So these days, certain anxious thoughts and feelings, an embarrassing moment, an upcoming job performance review, you guys have got those coming up, a bad date can elicit this bodily fight or flight response. Our brains, again, can't discriminate between a stressor. The hypothalamus and the biochemistry take over when we feel stressed. That's when we have to stop and kind of think things through. So short-term stress is part of life. We cope, the body returns to normal, no big deal. But on our fast-paced life, we face these situations that sometimes can't quickly or easily be resolved. The body remains in this mobilized, you know, state of resistance, and we can only withstand that stress response for about 4 days before total exhaustion can set in. Over time, if the body functions don't return to normal, our mental and psychological health can be put at risk. So chronic stress, this is when, and again, we all have stressors, that come at us, but we need to have time in between those stressors, whether it be, you're stressed at work, but then when you get home, things are good, or you're stressed at home, and when you go to work, things are good. Some initial effects on the body for chronic stress: it wears down the body. Just in general, it wears down the body. It lowers our immunity to infections and diseases. It causes mental health problems. And lots of other negative outcomes can occur if we're having issues focusing, if we are too tired, if we are angry. All of those things can cause some negative outcomes. The long-term effects are those that have a greater impact on both our physical and our mental health, including aggravating chronic conditions. If you have high blood pressure, your high blood pressure is just going to keep getting worse. Sometimes even with medication, if you are constantly under stress. You can have appetite issues. Your body, again, just wears down. You have a higher susceptibility to colds and other diseases. So some of the things that you can do to kind of divert or distract yourself, again, stress is there. It's not going to go away. But taking breaks, timeouts. One of the things that I tell people all the time is, if you need some quiet time, go to the bathroom. And please, for those of you that have heard this before, and for the new ones, if you see somebody go to the bathroom, don't think, oh, they're just trying to get away from me. They need a couple of minutes. I'm going to go bother them in the bathroom, because don't. People need the time. Let them go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Close the stall. Sit in there for a couple of minutes. Take some deep breaths. Go for a walk outside. Walk down the hall. Go the long way to somebody's office if you need to calm down a little bit before you go in to talk to them. Grounding. There's grounding exercises that can be done at your desk. Take a second. You can either close your eyes, or you can pick something to focus on, either on your desk or something far away. If you've been staring at a computer, something far away is probably better for your eyes. And then just take a second and feel what the air feels like. Feel what your feet feel like in your shoes. Feel what your hair feels like on your head. Feel how your honey feels sitting in your chair. All of that will ground you back into exactly where you're at. It will bring you back into that moment and help calm things down. You can focus on your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and just do that a few times and just focus on it. There's imagery and visualization. That word just does not go off the tongue very well. Visualization, imagery and visualization. Do some meditation. Visualize something calming, or visualize how you're going to deal with a situation. Sometimes going through things before you actually have to go through things can be very helpful. Listen to music. For some people, listening to music is great. I'm an old rock chick, so if I've had one of those days and I get in my truck, I crank up that heavy, heavy metal, and it just helps me release. For some people, that is anxiety provoking, but for me, it actually calms me. If there's a specific kind of music that makes you feel calm, listen to it. Go get a massage. Um, Journaling is amazingly wonderful. You don't show it to anybody. You put down all your true feelings, all your true thoughts. 9 times out of 10, you're going to go back and look at it and you're going to think, oh, I really didn't mean that. But that's why you're not showing it to anybody. It's your journal. Laughter. Find something to laugh at. All you have to do is Google, funny jokes. You'll get a whole bunch of them. Progressive muscle relaxation. That cannot be done when you're walking. You can do it when you're laying in bed at night. You can do it when you're sitting in your chair at the office. You can do it sitting on the couch at home. You start with your toes and you just slowly relax your body all the way up until all the tension just comes out of the top of your head. You can change your thoughts and your attitudes. So change your inner dialogue. Instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so stressed today, tell yourself, today's been very stressful, but I can handle this. It's just a little bit of tweaking here and there about how we make statements to ourselves, and just that alone can help make stress a little bit less stressful. Develop stress busting thoughts. Encouragement. I can do this. I got this. I can handle this. Express some gratitude. Look around. Find people to say thank you to. Say thank you to yourself. If you do something nice for yourself, oh, that was really nice. But find things to be grateful for. Give yourself some positive reinforcement. Don't say, oh my God, I just, It's more like, okay, this is your inner dialogue. This is stressful, but I can do this. I can handle this. I've dealt with worse. I'll be okay. Separate your worries from your concerns. So you may be concerned that, oh, I don't know, you need to buy a new car. You may be concerned that maybe you're not going to, pass a credit check. But worries are more constant, always. I'm worried about going to work. I'm worried I'm not going to do this. So separate the two and find what you can control. You can also work on changing your lifestyle. Create regular rituals. Try to get up and go to bed around the same time. Throw some exercise in there. We've got a great gym on site and some great folks over there to help you guys out. So throw that into the mix a little bit. Healthy eating. Sometimes changing how you eat completely is a little bit difficult. So throw some extra healthy stuff in there. I started throwing spinach. Spinach is my favorite thing to throw in just almost anything because it has very little taste. I put it in my spaghetti. I put it on the sandwiches. I mean, everything. Cut it up little. People don't even notice most of the time. So just find something healthy to add to it. Develop your support system. Most people have, a support system, but strengthen it. Make sure that one, if you have a good support system, that you're keeping connected with those people periodically. If you don't have a strong support system, work on developing one. Do something for the kid in you, whether it be, go play with the dog, whether it be, go swimming, whether it be coloring. Coloring's fun. Make a mess. Kids love to make messes, and guaranteed when you were a kid, you like to make messes too. Make a little bit of mess. You can clean it up, no big deal. Eliminate daily minor irritations. This minor, major, I don't know. It kind of depends. When you're dealing with something, say your spouse comes in, throws their socks and shoes in one spot every day, it drives you bananas because they can't seem to get those socks from that one spot next to the shoes to the actual dirty clothes. Well, kind of pick your battles. I mean, that's really honestly, that's a little thing. get you a basket, put it next to where the shoes go for socks, dirty socks. There you go. You can pick the basket up when you're washing stuff. Find little things to kind of eliminate or alter those minor irritations. Make a relaxing technique a new habit. Maybe after lunch, you do some deep breathing. Maybe before each meeting, you do a grounding exercise. But make something, some type of relaxation technique, a new habit. Some minor and some major, looking at changing situations. Moderate change, you can eliminate, minimize, or react differently to situations. You can eliminate your shoulds. It's either I'm going to or I'm not going to. Prioritize yourself. Reduce importance of events. Some events, you know, whether you're going to get a 2 or a 3 may not be as important as you are making it out to be. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Learn to say no. If you are feeling overwhelmed, you need to prioritize yourself and learn to say no. Sometimes things are bad enough to where maybe you do need to look at changing careers, maybe becoming a stay-at-home parent, or maybe applying for a different role within the company because the one you're in is just more than what you wanted. Create some kind of a change plan, like your goals, long-term, short-term goals. Maybe you need to move to another house, to another city. Maybe you need to go back to school. Maybe things are so bad that you need to look at separation or divorce. So for any of those things, the bigger changes, the smaller changes, you guys do have EAP assistance. You have me, and again, we're working on hiring somebody else. So we are free. All Samsung direct employees are eligible to come and see us, regardless of whether you chose the health insurance or not. None of that matters. Free sessions, there's no referral, no copay, nothing like that. You just shoot me an email and I will put you on my list and get you in as soon as I have an opening, because right now I'm full. Or there is a way, and you can reach out to me and I'll give you all this information, but you can get a referral to see an offsite EAP. Professional support, if you're having any of these major issues, please, please, please reach out. Even though my schedule is full right now, I will get you some referrals and I will get you to the right place that you need to be. And I can talk to you a little bit through email. Okay? And thank you for attending today's presentation. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Of course. Thank you. Wow, we do have a
Yeah.
lot of people. Once I got rid of that, I was like, whoa, big old screen of people.
Yeah, a really good
Oh, thank
turnout.
you.
That was awesome. If anyone has any questions or any comments, if you can take yourself off mic, I don't know if anyone, or off mute, feel free to jump in now or leave your questions or comments in the chat. And I just want to say, I love the little note on like hitting the small annoyances that we just kind of let pile up, because
Yes, yes.
there's usually an easy solution, right? It's just kind of like it's almost so simple and easy. We just are like, it's not worth the effort, but then it nags and nags at us and builds up.
Yes.
So I like
Yes.
that. If we can address it and we can make it eliminate such an easy annoyance, I think that actually, pays dividends in the end.
Yeah, so I was going to put my email in here and I can't find the chat button. It's
I can
gone.
add your email in there for you.
Okay, thank you. So that
Yeah,
way, if
no
anybody
problem.
wants to grab it, if anybody wants a copy of the slides, I'm going to send them to Courtney and Sonia, and you can email me as well, and I'm happy to send you the slides. Sometimes people want the slides because it's got a little information and maybe they wanted to take notes or something like that.
Yeah.
I also do have a kind of a stress evaluation. There's not any way to, it's not a scoreable one, but it's got 2 pages of different stressors, and it kind of helps you look at kind of where you are on the spectrum. as far as your stressors. So if anybody wants a copy of that, again, please feel free to email me, and I will send the fitness folks a copy of that as well in case anybody wants it. Again, if anybody's dealing with anything serious that they would like to sit down and talk to somebody about, please send me an email. It's completely and totally confidential. Samsung has no way of knowing that I have had any interaction with you guys. And I will either do what I can to help, or I will help you get to where you need to go. We also have legal, financial support, things like that. You can get a free legal consultation, a free consultation with a financial person. So please reach out if you need anything.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
Thank you, ma'am.
lastly, we are still going strong one more week with more events and workshops. So tomorrow, if you want to get outside, you want to move around a little bit, I know that's one of the tips Angela shared with us, is kind of getting out of your
Yes,
seat,
very
getting away from
important.
your desk. Yeah, so
Yes.
we will be going on a walk and talk, little
Oh, I
walk and
love
group.
that.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 11:30, we'll meet in the CU Fitness Center, or just outside of the fitness center, and just go on a nice little 20-30 minute walk, get outside. Tomorrow, Coach Orlando will be leading the walk, but it's just a nice way to get outside, talk to humans, have some human interaction again, and get away from your desk. So please
Nice.
join us. If you can't make that specific time, just log your walk with Strava. So we still are getting that nice sense of community. We can cheer each other on in a virtual sense. So these
Very
are your
nice.
events for next week. Feel free to join any of the in-person or virtual events. Our next virtual event is going to be on Tuesday at 11:30 with WebEx again. We're doing round 2 of our meditation and mindfulness session with Ben. So feel free to join. If you have any questions, let us know. And that's it for me. Anything else for you, Angela?
Nope, nope. Anybody got any
Yeah.
questions or anything?
I don't see any questions. I know
Nope.
sometimes it's
Okay.
not the easiest thing to get through the chat.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, and I
but
couldn't
yes,
even find it on my screen, so
right,
I don't know
exactly.
what I
Just
don't know where it went. Where it went.
just reach out, and we will get you headed in the right direction. So you can reach out to us, and we can send you to Angela, or vice versa. We're all working together.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Most definitely.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for our walk and talk. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.